It's week 1 of the National Football League, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Texans and the Raiders, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
Just west of the world-famous Las Vegas Strip, we're at the site of Super Bowl 58, Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Thanks for having us in to kick off a new year. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, you lived this as a player. It's so exciting for us as fans, but now after that long off season to get your body ready and your team ready and your game ready, finally show everybody what it's all about. Week 1 of the season has arrived.
Yeah, and at this stage in the process, Mike, you're exactly right. All you want is for this ball to be kicked off. You're tired of practicing. You're tired of the offseason.
So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, all right, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. It's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today. All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down. On play action, Stroud. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. A gain of 16, good enough for a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his...
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Tank Dell. Touchdown, Houston. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
Now, Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Texans have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return is Dylan Laube. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, drafted back in 2019 out of Washington State. It's Gardner Minshew.
There's just something special about week 1, isn't it, Mike? I mean, after months of anticipation, speculation, it finally hits you. The season has arrived. This is the first time where we're going to get to see a lot of the debuts of players on new teams, new coaches, rookies taking the field for the very first time in a meaningful game. The preseason is one thing, but it's an entirely different level of excitement once opening weekend rolls around. I don't know about you, but I'm excited to see what's in store for us, that these games finally now matter.
He'll take this forward, maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. They're going to go play action now with Minshew. He's going to let one go, looking for Myers.
Holding offense.
On play action, here's Minshew. That one knocked away and incomplete.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. They've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least one first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Texans offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a first down. Off the play fake, here's Stroud. He runs with it, and he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the gun, here's Stroud, and he gets that one complete to Collins. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 10.
Here's 1st and 10.
Texans, first down.
Throwing is Stroud. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch. Stroud to throw. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the defense has it.
Holding offense.
Man in motion here is Tucker. Here's Minshew now on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. A run out of the gun with Warren. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Not what you want to see. Quarter 1 of week 1. To the air on 3rd down, it's Minshew. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
The Texans offense ready for this next possession. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. Stroud going to set up to throw. Over the middle, he's got the tight end Schultz. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Gain of 16 yards.
1st and 10 now from the 36. In motion now, it's Collins. They will work the middle with Mixon. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Dell. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. And the Texans first down.
On first down, it's Stroud. Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down. To throw is Stroud. And he can't get away. Down he goes back at the 16.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. On the ground, it's Mixon. And he'll be taken down right at the 15-yard line.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line.
3rd and goal. Now, Stroud. A great job by this defense. Nowhere near the end zone as we get to 4th and goal.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
On the return, it is Trey Tucker. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Not what you want to see quarter 1 of week 1. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll fake the give, and now it's Minshew. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Minshew. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection, how can we get extra bodies and extra attention, because we still got a long way to go in this one.
That'll be returnable from the 35. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And they'll see if they can add to it. Oh, a loose football. Oh, he gets it right back.
And man, does he dodge a bullet right there, Mike, on that sack. He's fortunate. That ball bounced right back to him. He's able to recover it and keep possession for his team.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mixon. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's Dietrich Wise that time with the tackle. 3rd and long. Stroud. And it's complete. to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. They'll run, and this is Dylan Laube. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the ground, here's Zamir White. And he's bottled up after a gain of 1 yard.
Will Anderson on the tackle.
So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. It's the Texans who have the early lead. And we're back in Vegas after this. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try and throw with Minshew. The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Texans offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. Open man, that's Collins. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Stroud. That one caught by Tank Dell. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's Stroud. Right back to Dell. He's got it again. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First down, Texans.
Now Stroud. And they get to him and finally bring him down, and will go down as a sack.
Having a dominant pass rush so often translates to wins. But that's hardly been the case here, Mike, and they're able to add another sack to their total before half, and that's great. But somehow they still find themselves trailing, and that's the only thing that matters.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans will open up a 13-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The Raiders offense ready to get back at it. They find themselves down 13-0 here. As they try to get things started offensively, it's 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Texans offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He's going to tuck it and go. That one good for 26 yards.
And this is when it just gets very frustrating as a defense, because this is what it's been like all day. The pass rush is good, but just not quite good enough. They let him slip through, and he burns them with big yardage.
First and 10. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment, defense.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's first and 5. Here's Stroud. That one caught by Schultz, the tight end. And they have the first down. So they get the completion on first and 5. And now they'll set up first and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Second down, here's a run, and here's Mixon. He's going to force his way for a yard or two, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. Throwing on second down, Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Stroud to throw. And that is incomplete.
Ever so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. And you can see him with the ball in the air there, Mike. He's kind of leaning. He's hoping that ball would come back. It ends up catching a piece of that upright, but he's able to get it to go through.
Laube now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Raiders offense ready to take over once more. They're down a couple of scores now, 16-0, as they want to get going here. Drive starts first and 10. Here comes Laube. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here. Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
And the Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Minshew. He's got his man, Devontae Adams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up second.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Texans 45-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Minshew. The second down throw is incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times it looks like they've never practiced at all. This offense just can't buy a third down conversion right now, Mike, and if you're not going to have a lot of explosive plays, that's just not a formula for success. The ability to sustain drives, maintain possession, that's a critical factor in scoring points in the NFL, and so far this has been about as bad as it gets.
Here's A.J. Cole now as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. C.J. Stroud and the Houston offense set to get going again. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
They'll run on first down with Mixon. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. That stop made by Byron Young. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll go play action with Stroud. This is caught downfield. It's Dell. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
And this one blown up. Good surge will drop them. A loss on the play back to the 9-yard line. Task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. Throwing is Stroud. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Big play coming up, 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Stroud. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Raiders offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
3rd down and 4.
Throwing is Minshew. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
It almost seemed to me before the snap, Mike, that the quarterback was expecting man coverage, and then after the snap, the defense fell into zone, and it just completely mixed them up. You can see he's staring down his receiver, and frankly, I think he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense, and C.J. Stroud ready to get to work once more. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Stroud going to set up to throw, and that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Now, Stroud. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that 1st down play. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd, as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A 2nd down throw for Stroud. Now he'll run it. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock.
1st down, Houston.
A couple of 1st downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. That's complete to Diggs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Holding offense.
To throw, it's Stroud. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice job with the protection up front. Just nobody could get open downfield, so it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate, but also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover for that amount of time?
So we've reached halftime here on NFL Kickoff Weekend as we get you to Orlando. Say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip of the year around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where you see the final score there. Jalen Hurts, a touchdown pass in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Green Bay Packers. Jordan Love with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. Darnell Mooney, a touchdown catch in the victory. In that first half, it was a third-year quarterback who really showed the way. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. On the return, here comes Tucker. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to get back to work. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
They put Adams in motion. From the gun, here's Minshew. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll try and throw with Minshew. That's into the hands of Tucker. He's got it. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
It's a short pickup, taking this to the 49. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Carry now for Laube. And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line. And now we've got an injured player after that last play. Ooh, it's Devontae Adams who's having some trouble. The motion man is Johnson. He'll get this out wide, and he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. He's going to let one go, looking for Myers. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had it going in the 1st half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're going to try to keep it going. On 1st down, they'll start with Mixon. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
On 2nd down, Stroud. Over the middle, he's got the tight end Schultz. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Texans getting all set to punt. He'll punt for the 2nd time after hitting a beauty in his 1st effort. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The home team's offense headed back to take over once more. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Here's Minshew. He's got the Golden Domer. That's Michael Mayer.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
He's got the tight end, Mayer. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Raider 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
At the 44-yard line.
They'll go again with White. Crazy. And trying some oohs and ahs from the crowd. Sidestepping his way. Nifty gain of 9 there. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. To throw, Minshew. Gets that one complete to his tight end, Bowers. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
It finally seems that this offense has found their rhythm after what's been a really slow first 2 quarters. They're hopeful that this series can be the spark. They continue to be efficient in the passing game and go finish this drive.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run with Laube. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. A give, and here's White. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll try to run for it. Here's White, and he is going to have the Raiders 1st down. They get 5 on 3rd and 1.
That's another Raiders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Off the bootleg, it's Minshew.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Now, someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback. They get the guard, Jackson Powers Johnson. On the ground, it's Dowdle. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
Brings up third down.
They'll try to run with White. And it looks like he's going to have enough for the first down. Yes, he does. First and goal coming up.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Now, someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback. Now it is first and goal. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Line of scrimmage, the 3. Third and goal. They'll try to run with White. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Zamir White, touchdown Raiders.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score.
Makes the score Texans 19, Raiders 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense and running back Joe Mixon heading out onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Try again. It's second and 10. On the bootleg, it's Stroud. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Now a timeout called by the defense. The Texans set to punt this one away. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. The home team's offense and their running back Zamir White heading onto the field. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with first and 10. The drive begins with a run by White. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. They'll start this on the ground, and here's White. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Tackle there by Will Anderson. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Off the play fake, it's Minshew. He's got it! And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield, perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
At the 36-yard line.
Another run here with White. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On 1st down, right back to White. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Here's a give up the middle with White. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
Minshew. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Texans offense back onto the field for their next possession. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. A gain there of 17.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Now Stroud. A throw out wide. They set up the screen for Collins. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that 1st down play. Here's a 2nd and 6. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins.
Offside. Defense.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Stroud to throw. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. A run here with Mixon. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Mixon. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they move the chains on 3rd down.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Texans first down.
Now Stroud. Pass caught. It's John Mechie. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll go play action with Stroud. Quick throw, taken in. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
They'll run here with Mixon. A dive, and he's in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
To throw, it's Stroud. And he finds his way to the end zone again. Scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend the lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. To return is Tucker. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
Now Minshew. He'll go right back to Bowers. He's got it again. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And at this point in the game, trailing by this much, you're just trying to get something positive going. And even if it doesn't alter the outcome of this week's game, Mike, you're trying to build on some things that you can take into next week's practice, build off of and learn from, and hopefully carry it into next week's game to hopefully have a lot better performance, especially here offensively.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Las Vegas, first down. 1st and 10.
Man in motion here is Tucker. To throw once more, here's Minshew. He runs with it, and he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. The give to White. And he'll get it down to the 12. And that'll give him a new set of downs from in close.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
He is in. Zamir White. Touchdown, Vegas. That his 2nd touchdown now here in the season opener. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders are able to cut the deficit to 10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Texans offense and receiver Tank Dell ready to go once more. And they have done all you could ask for, closing in on a road victory to start the campaign as they try to finish things off here in quarter number 4. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They try to work the screen with Mixon. Third and a yard. They'll let the fullback try to push the pile. And he'll keep the drive moving. He's got the first down up to the 45.
These are the situations why, Mike, that some teams continue to keep a fullback on the roster. You get into these third and short situations, just hand it to the big guy, put your head down, pick up the first down.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Second and a yard. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 3. First down, Texans.
Here's Mixon. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's second and 3 to go.
Brings up second and 3.
Stroud gonna set up to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Dell.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's second and 2. Dell motioning over. Second down, here's a run, and here's Mixon. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough, first down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. Now it's going to be third down. From the gun, here's Stroud. Got his man at the 6. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
First and goal.
This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's first and goal. Here's Pierce. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Damian Pierce. Touchdown, Houston. And this impressive Week 1 performance continues as they add yet another touchdown.
I just can't stress how impressive this performance has been today, Mike. I mean, not only on Week 1 to find yourself on the road, but to really dominate and have the efficiency early in the season offensively. And you could tell they were prepared coming into the start of this season, and boy, have they showed it.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? They get the big tackle out of UCLA, Colton Miller there. Here's Minshew. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. He gets this one to Tucker. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
A gain of 14 yards brings up third down.
Play action now with Minshew. He'll push this one downfield for Bowers. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. Man in motion here is Tucker. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs. Here's first and 10. Stroud gives it to Pierce. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up.
5 yards on the play, and it's third down.
They'll stay on the ground with Pierce. Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This will be a 46-yard attempt. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans add on to their lead. So it's a win for the visiting Texans. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.